So this is going to be rather out of character for this channel. I debated whether or not to even make this because it's been a eventful day. And quite frankly, wasn't sure that I would be able to make it through filming this. However, at work today, I had a pretty boring day up until my phone started blowing up with notifications about a shooting at a college campus in Utah, which has already made mainstream news for the fact that conservative activist Charlie Kirk was conducting one of his campus tours, and the stop of the day was at this university. And in the middle of the discussion, he was shot in the neck by a deranged criminal. This will probably be one of the few videos that will go up unedited on this channel. Start with deepest condolences to Erica, his wife, and their 2 kids. Absolutely heartbreaking what they're going through. Praying for the immediate family, as well as any of the folks in the area that were affected by this, as well as his team there at Turning Point USA. He's one of the reasons that I even got into having an opinion in politics. He was a good Christian man, practiced what he preached. He discussed tough issues of the day in hostile environments, and he was the most tactful, graceful, and kind person I have seen in the political realm, far and away. I can't comprehend why something like this would happen. I honestly can't. I'm sure there's an explanation for it. And as much as the human mind wants to go down rabbit the conspiracy theories, I won't. I am making this video to let the person who did that despicable deed know that they failed. You did not kill the ideas that he gave voice to. You did not kill the spirit of the movement that he started. Instead, rather, you have awakened a large group of Americans who are patriotic, they're Christian, and by and large were relatively inactive in the political realm because of their Christianity, because of their personal situation, whatever that may be. What you did today has ignited something that you cannot stop. The movement that Charlie started does not end with him. The torch that he carried will be picked up by hundreds of thousands of others and carried on. Will he as a man be missed? Yes. His loss was tragic, but still is. I'm still in shock at the events of the day. Can his movement, the movement that he started, can it be continued? Absolutely, and it will be. We cannot be intimidated. We cannot be shut down. You can't kill it by killing us. There is no win for somebody who is that deprived that they would cold-bloodedly murder a loving husband and a father, rob those children of their father, rob his wife of a husband. There's no scenario where you win. There's no scenario. Your killing him does not advance your cause. It does not advance your ideology. If anything, what it has done, it has taken those who are sitting in the middle, who are mediocre in their opinions. They don't care one direction or the other. It has taken those people and it has opened their eyes to the fact that it is all or nothing. That people who will commit acts of violence such as this against a good person will never be appeased. They will never be satisfied until all who disagree with them meet the same fate. You radicalized a huge portion of Americans. You may have disagreed with Charlie on a lot of things. I personally, as a Christian and a conservative, I cannot recall a single instance where I disagreed with anything he said that I have heard. I can understand somebody of a different viewpoint disagreeing. I completely understand that. What is not acceptable, what I refuse to accept, is that it is okay for a deranged maniac to do what was done today. I won't accept it. What I will also not accept, and what I will not stand for, is behavior similar to this. Let me find it. This person here. Sabrina Herrick for Padre School District. In an ironic twist of fate, an anti-gun control activist who was due to visit our town next week was shot and killed today while using mass shootings as an excuse to mock trans people and POC. I'm livid. I don't give a crap. If you live in that district, give her the message. Go to the polls. Vote accordingly. The person who is using his death as a political stunt, I will not apologize for saying that. I never will. Do with it what you will. Will not apologize for that. More on the internet. Posted by the Reagan Caucus. No, the left didn't kill Charlie Kirk. Some deranged murderer did. I will agree that some deranged murderer did. That deranged murderer was fueled by 10 plus years of mainstream media labeling everyone on the right as Nazi fascists. You do not get to get away with labeling people you disagree with as Nazi fascists and then wipe your hands of the blood that is spilled because of the words you said. You do not get to get away with it. Mainstream media, you're responsible. You're responsible. Andrew Wilson with a hot take on the answer. I have nothing further to add to that. They need to sit down and be quiet. More on this. Internet's full of it. There's videos all over TikTok. People celebrating the fact that he got shot. A man who did his best, I'm not saying he was perfect, but he did his best to go around to environments that were not friendly to have discussions with people who disagreed with him, defending their liberties, pointing out where their logic was flawed, and having open discussions. He was not hostile. He was not aggressive. He did it in the spirit of love. He did it in the spirit of Christ. And he was murdered for it. Yes, he was murdered for it. I will say it. He was murdered for the fact that he was a conservative Christian who stood up for what was right. I'm angry to the people who think that this is a laughing matter or something to celebrate, such as that video there from the TMZ live stream
of this guy, possibly in the next
the
20
moment
minutes. The news conference is scheduled
that it was announced that
for 3
he had
o'clock
passed.
in Utah time, which is 2 o'clock
The people
Pacific,
who are in the background off camera,
5 o'clock Eastern.
you can hear the applause, you can hear the
Janet,
celebrating.
Go
You're despicable.
to have somebody look at the Fox.
You're despicable.
Trump just posted that Charlie
Governor
Kirk is dead.
J.B. Pritzker of Illinois,
What did Trump say?
who said,
become a target for somebody. I don't know whether it's political
this right here.
because I don't know who did it. I know they seem to have somebody in custody. But I will say that political violence, unfortunately, has been ratcheting up in this country. We saw the shootings, the killings in Minnesota. We've seen other political violence occur in other states. And I would just say it's got to stop. And I think there are people who are fomenting it in this country. I think the president's rhetoric often foments it. We've seen the January 6th rioters who clearly, have tripped a new era of political violence.
The fact that he was shot is, according to Governor Pritzker, is the result of President Trump's rhetoric. Need I remind you which side of the aisle is being shot at? Which side of the aisle is taking the shots? Now's your time to sit down and shut up. You disgust me. On the bright side, we do have this video.
This is a dark day for our state.
Right here.
It's a tragic day for our nation. And I want to be very clear that this is a political assassination.
Absolutely.
We are celebrating 250 years of the founding of this great nation. That founding document, the Declaration of Independence, that this great experiment on which we embarked together 250 years ago, that we are endowed by our Creator with certain unalienable rights. The first one of those is life. And today, a life was taken. Charlie Kirk was first and foremost a husband and a dad to 2 young children. He was also very much politically involved, and that's why he was here on campus. Charlie believed in the power of free speech and debate to shape ideas and to persuade people. Historically, our university campuses in this nation and here in the state of Utah have been the place where truth and ideas are formulated and debated. And that's what he does. He comes on college campuses and he debates. That is foundational to the formation of our country, to our most basic constitutional rights. And when someone takes the life of a person because of their ideas or their ideals, then that very constitutional foundation is threatened. Now,
he's right.
A person of interest in custody, The investigation is ongoing. But I want to make it crystal clear right now, to whoever did this, we will find you. We will try you. And we will hold you accountable
Come hell or high
to
water.
the furthest extent of the law. And I just want to remind people that we still have the death penalty here in the state of Utah.
Thank God. When you find them, make it public. That's all I have to say. Make it public. With that, I'm going to sign off for the night. My mind is all over the place. I don't have any further words for it. It was best summarized by a post I saw talking about how a line was crossed. And it hasn't felt that way since 9/11. A line was crossed. There is no going back. And I forgot to include this in the rest of that video. So it will be edited because I'm going to splice this in. For those of you in media who have celebrated the fact that he had this coming to him or he deserved this for whatever reason, his stance on Second Amendment or his stance on any other of the issues that are prevalent in society today, there's no nice way of putting it. You disgust me. You're despicable. Just know that the good guys won in the end. I can't reason away why this would have happened. I can't. I can't imagine what purpose God has in such a thing happening. I don't understand it. But I do know in the end we win. And I sincerely praying for his family, the kids who going to bed tonight for the first time. I'm Dad. I don't care where you fall on the political spectrum. That should do something to you. It's a shame.